you, seeing you and me. It's too late, can't wait for you to be gone. Na na na, about her, I wonder how I said that you would treat me right, but you were just a waste of time. Can't. It's too late, too late. Okay, I don't know what that was bad. I can clear my throat when I sing, but I'm feeling weird. Hot. I'm feeling weird right now. It's the whole thing. I don't want to talk about it. I do. I'm not gonna talk about it right now. Happy. This account already exists. No, okay. You treat me right, you were just a waste of time. Get out, leave. Sorry, give me a second. I need to set everything up as usual. Tell me how you're doing, how you're feeling. Hello, I see that you have arrived. Thank you for coming with me. Give me a second to set everything up. Tell me how you're doing. Feeling emotions right now, and I'm not happy. Let me put the link to the thing in the description real quick. There, I put the link to. Wait, let me put it like how you can join it. And then I'll have okay. I'll have that. And I'll save it right now, so it should be in the description. Hopefully it shows up if you like refresh the page or something. It probably will. Let me go to the actual stream itself and mute it. So I don't hear myself talking. Just to make sure everything's running smoothly. Don't talk. I don't want to talk about the way my character looks right now. Okay, his face from the side is weird. I gave him like a new hairstyle, or not a new hairstyle. Grew out his hair. It's a whole thing. He's looking scraggly. He's looking scraggly right now. I'm trying also not to have a breakdown because like stuff was happening and something just happened. But also like again, I don't want to talk about it right now. Can I move this over? How do I move this over? That's so dumb. How do I do that? Give me a second. How do I move it over? How do I do it? That's stupid. What's happening? That's dumb. Why is it happening like that? Here, I'll just... There. There. Okay, that's good. Okay. So I made the screen black. Okay. Okay, so... Do you hear my fan? That's another big thing. Do you hear the fan? Is the fan too loud? Am I not loud enough? What's happening? Explain to me. Okay. So I have to go to window, capture, and then capture this one. Right? No, not this one. This one. And then do that. I mean, I think we're good. Okay, so I'm gonna have the chat on the screen, on my big screen. Hopefully the fan isn't too overpowered. It's hot. Like, it's genuinely hot. I think that looks good, right? Yes. So I'm also gonna put the link to the thing in my thing. Does that make sense? I'm not making sense. I'll put the thing to my Discord. My Discord is also what I was trying to say. if I can find out how to buy this. Give me a second. Here. There we go. Okay, put on the announcements in Discord. And yay, I think everything's alright. Yay, okay, everything's great. Yeah. Alright. Flippant. Okay. Let me unplug my mic real quick because sometimes it starts buzzing. It's the whole thing. Okay, it should be good. Move this away from there. That. Okay. Everything should be good. Let me see. Let me be completely silent. Okay, everything should be good. I'll turn the music down a little bit. Down a little bit. Alright. Okay. Okay. I think everything is ready other than me putting the thing back on the screen. We're gonna talk about my depression, how sad I am right now. I'm sad. Yay. Sadness. I love it. I love to see it. I love to see it. Okay. So. Let me grab my. Okay. Is. Okay. That's undo. I'm making sure. Alright. So. I think everything's good. Alright, I think everything's finally okay. I can see the chat. Everything's fine. Hopefully everything's good. If it's not, or there's something buzzing, or something's too loud, or hear that popping in the background, that's firecrackers, because it's not July, but of course it's, it must be July. I am sad. And let's talk about why. I feel, and I said this on my Instagram story and also said it in a tweet earlier, I feel used by a lot of people in my life. And, it's to the point where, how can I explain this? It's to the point where, first of all, let me say why I'm happy and sad, but happy. I'm sad because of the situation I'm about to tell you. I'm happy because I gave my dad his Father's Day his Father's Day gift today, and he was really happy. He doesn't show emotion very often, so this is a good thing for me. But I'm still sad because I gave it to him today instead of tomorrow because I'm depressed. I don't really want to talk to him or anybody for that matter. So today I had if you don't know, my life is filled with not coincidences, but patterns and coincidences. I'm psychic. I promise I'm psychic. But because of that, something that happened earlier happened before, and it was just a pattern, and it kind of just triggered me to no fucking end, basically. So what happened was, I have anxiety, and it's not super bad, but when I'm in stores, I get uncomfortable when I'm in places like with people I don't fucking know, whether it's in a store, whether it's outside, especially if it's a large group of people that I don't even know. Like, it's almost like their faces. Like, I don't want to look at them. I can't see their faces. I just don't want to interact. Right? So I don't put myself in situations with people I do not know. Unless there's somebody I do know, but even then, I'm basically just having a panic attack or anxiety attack the entire time. Either one, it depends, on what exactly is happening in the situation. And someone put me in that position. And I shouldn't have gone along with it because I know how I am. But I didn't want to be rude and be like, you know, the people that I had to interact with, it's not like they're bad people. They're not in any way, shape, or form. Actually, what I went to was a baby shower, specifically. They're not bad people. She was celebrating, her child's birth, and I did make a bunch of jokes, like, yeah, fuck her and her baby. I didn't mean it like that. It wasn't for real. It was just, like, funny. Like, fuck the baby. It's not mine. No, but it was cool. We bought her gifts. You know what I mean? It was fine. I just am an awkward person. It was a bunch of people I don't know. I didn't know the baby daddy. I didn't know the girl. I didn't know the people around. There were family members. And especially when it's like everybody's comfortable but me, that's even worse. Because they all know each other. They're all talking and happy and, having a jolly good time. And I'm just awkward being over here, if that makes sense. And I was put in a situation, I'm often put in these situations, and this is a pattern again, where I'm the asshole if I say, no, I don't want to do that. Because I was guilt tripped into saying yes in the first place, because I obviously did not want to go. Like, you don't have to even know me to be like, do I want to go to a baby shower? Like, for one thing, if you don't know, I'm a person who, I wouldn't say I can't have children. It's just, it's not, there's, okay. Let me say this. So you understand, if your child, I want you to turn your volume down. I don't use condoms. That's not a good thing. Use condoms, everyone, period. Not even kids, just use condoms, period. I don't. And I've been doing that for 5 years. And I don't mean like, oh, I just, we fuck sometimes. Bruh. Every weekend and most of the times during the week. Like, for 5 years. I'm not having kids. Like, it's like, I have a period. I'm fine. That's a lie. I'm overweight and there's many problems, but I'm not having kids. And I've been doing it my entire life, so it's not even a question at this point. So that's depressing, because that's something that's a genuine goal of mine in life, is to have a child. That was my goal through life. Because I hated everything. I hated everybody. I'm like, listen, I will suffer through a shitty job if I could have kids. If I had children, and this wasn't just about me, I'd suffer through a shitty job every single day. I've always said that, and that's always my goal in life. But I'm almost sure I can't. Or it's not a possibility at this moment, at least. Do you I don't know what I'm making right now. God, I'm just like scribbling. Let me figure out something to make really quickly. I can make a new OC, yeah. But I was put in a situation to where I'm already uncomfortable. I'm not jealous of the girl because I don't know her. You know what I mean? But I'm already put in a situation where somebody's celebrating something I could never even, I don't think I would ever be able to. Unless I've had like a surrogate and all that, but it's already kind of depressing. Right? So I'm already kind of like in the mood of like, I don't want to go to this. Like, I'm not really in the real good headspace for that. But the person that I was going with had to go, had to. wanted to go because they don't want to be judged. So I basically had to go to make them feel more. Do you hear that? Do you understand that? I went to make them feel more comfortable. Why do I do this to myself? Anyways, I had to go to make them feel more comfortable. You know, that's kind of why I went, because I don't know these people. They do. They know these people. I don't know them. I don't know these people from nobody, from nowhere. Like, it's a whole thing. Uh, but I went because I'm like, I'm gonna be a good person right now. And I felt uncomfortable throughout the entire experience. I actually really much it voiced beforehand I did not want to go to this because it was just me patiently waiting all day, anxiety filled, to do this thing I don't want to do because this person doesn't want to be alone. You know what I mean? And maybe that's not even the reason. Maybe they just wanted me to go with them. But they knew. Because guess what? This is where patterns and coincidences in my life. This has happened before. I thought I was better than this. But I'm not, apparently. This has happened before. This exact same experience. Because when I first met this person, the first real event that we went to, that I feel like I had to force this person to hang out with me. The real first event we really went to was another family gathering. It was Christmas. I didn't want to go. I had anxiety. At this point, they straight up just guilt tripped me into going. And I went. And I literally was in the exact same experience, sitting in the back of the room. There are people talking, conversing I don't know. People are trying to talk to me, and I'm not making eye contact because I don't know you, and I feel anxiety. And you just have this moment of like, how many years ago did this happen to me again, and you're still doing this shit to me again? Like, what? Like, I don't understand. Like, was this happened before? Like, why are you doing this? I don't understand that. I don't. It's my dumbass fault. Don't get me wrong. It's my dumbass fault for going on. But I'm just like, you know, you know, I want to be a good person, and this person asked me to go, and they obviously want me to go because they both times they wanted me to go for the exact same reason. These people wanted to meet me, but not knowing, not even not knowing. I'm not sure if he's not telling them or what, because I'm not going to tell them because I'm sitting here literally having a panic attack. Like, let me explain something to you. What happens to me when I have a panic attack or an anxiety attack? Well, no, a panic attack, that's a lie. That's different when I have a panic attack, so it was more of an anxiety attack. A panic attack, for me, is I'll start profusely crying, can't really help it, and I'll just kind of curl up in some way, shape, or form, whether that's just falling to on my knees on the ground and hyperventilating and crying and sobbing. But with an anxiety attack, it's a bit better. I can usually calm myself down. A panic attack is just like, oh fuck, like there is no calming me down. Like you can eat my ass. Like at this point, I don't care if everybody in the room is watching me. I'm in a mode where like I feel like my heart is racing. I'm gonna die. A panic attack, it's a bit better for me. You know, how can I explain it? I shut down emotionally and physically, if that makes sense. Like my head is down. I'm not looking at you. I'm probably on my phone, scrolling through nothing, looking at nothing, texting no one, probably myself, just random letters and words just so I can look like maybe people won't talk to me so I don't go into a panic attack. And I'm quiet. I don't say shit. I probably am shaking, but I'm probably like grabbing like something so I don't, it's not as bad, you know what I mean? So it's not really that visible, or I'm like hiding my hands or something like that. And I'm just not talking. You could say anything to me. I might laugh, I might giggle, I might just like smile just because, just so you'll stop talking to me. Just so you can see that I responded. So at that point, I was having this panic, or just not panic attack, I'm sorry. I was having this anxiety attack. And I'm realizing this is the exact same thing that happened before. Literally before. I had an anxiety attack. I didn't say nothing. I felt awkward. Everything about. I have so many problems that I was just picking myself apart. I was like, because, okay, again, if you do not know, and I'm very open about this because it's a genuine problem that I feel like people shouldn't have to hide, I am somebody who grows facial hair. It's just what it is. It's just, my life. It's my life, you know? And I can manage it, I mean, Nair exists, razors suck, but waxing exists and Nair exists. That day, I already felt rushed because this person was genuinely rushing me. I already felt rushed, right? I couldn't get my face to where it is. I felt like I didn't want them to miss the stupid. I didn't want them to miss whatever the event was because it was. I guess it was important to them. I don't even know. I don't even think they wanted to go. Like they didn't. I don't think they even wanted to go. But it was important to them apparently. So I was trying to be nice about it. I really was. I was really trying to be nice about it. So like, you know what? I'll just wear a mask because COVID. Because COVID. I'll wear a mask even though it's still visible, the hair, and I feel uncomfortable. I feel like everybody could see it because it was like outside and it was sunny, and I was wearing like dark colors, so my lighter than black skin, you know what I mean? I mean black, I mean like dark black. So like my lighter skin and I just felt like I wanted to curl up and die, if that makes sense. And I just felt like my outfit was bummy. I felt like I looked bummy. And usually I don't care about that, but like in this circumstance, I'm like, these people, I feel like these people aren't judging me. It's probably not their fault, but I can't help it. If you have anxiety, you know what I'm talking about. Like, you can't help it. It's not their fault. They probably weren't judging me. They're probably glad that I was there. They're like, oh my god, you showed up. Like, you're not dead. Like, you're not like the girlfriend from Canada. Like, you exist. Like, and we're so glad that you're here. They probably were so happy and nice. I could not see it because of anxiety, because it sucks. And like, then the person kept asking me if I wanted to go home, and I'm like, Negro. Negro. What do you mean do I want to go home? I said I didn't want to be here in the first place. Don't ask me that question because I'm not going to answer you. It's my anxiety attack. Like, I don't get it. And so, God, everything I draw is terrible right now because I'm still in the mix of it. You know what I mean? Because even, okay, let me get more comfortable on this damn bed because I'm on my bed right now. Let me explain to you another example of my anxiety. So it's not just this situation, these types of situations. Let me explain something to you else. I just told you guys. I gave my dad a Father's Day gift. That was a thing. Also, all your arts are beautiful. You're better than me right now because I'm struggling. But I just gave my dad my Father's Day gift, and I was having like a little anxiety attack there. And that's my dad. I love my dad. I see him all the time. We've talked. We're in the same house. We've been that way for many years now. And it's not like my dad's, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, talking to him is weird. Even my mom, I talk to my mom constantly. I will call my mom before anybody else. Talking to her is still weird. It's not their fault because I didn't know them, or because they were mean, or they were rude. That's not what it was. I just can't handle that type of situation, and this person knows this, and we've been over this, and this isn't even just in parties or gatherings. It was like, it's like I just at the store. For the longest time, I couldn't order at places because I felt awkward me going up to a cashier and giving them my money. Like, it was weird. I didn't like it. It just gave me anxiety. And thank you so much, Bigger Heart. No, but it was a lot. You know? It was just like a whole lot. And all I wanted to do was leave. All I wanted to do was go somewhere else. And I just wanted to cry. And I I didn't cry, but I wanted to. And because I knew if I started crying, it'd be a thing. That's the worst part. It's not even like I could show emotion. I don't know these people, so I start crying. It's like a thing. It's like, what is she crying for? Is something wrong? Did something happen? Are we scaring her? It's like, I don't. No, it's not your fault. It's me. It's really me. It's really all my fault and my anxiety. I have nothing to do with this. And it's like, I just bought you a present for your baby. Like, I'm not. It's not you. But I can't say that because I'm shutting down emotionally, and it was so much. And the whole car ride over, I didn't want to say nothing because I wanted to cry. So I just blasted like happy-ish music. I was listening to like Cardi B and shit and Meg Thee Stallion, like on some on some bot shit. Like, I just needed something. I just needed something to like calm myself down. And like, I don't want to have like an attitude and be like angry all the time, but like, it sucks and I can't help it. And I know I should be doing stuff to make it better, but also like, don't force me into a situation that you know that I'm not comfortable with and then try to guilt trip me. And the worst part is, I have a friend that I'm gonna make a video about tonight because I want to share the story with you guys. Like, she's not a bad person. She just sucked for a very long time. And my relationship with her is difficult, to say the least. So with this acquaintance, they wanted me to go to the creek with them at first, but then I'm like, the creek kind of sounds dirty. Like, I don't think we should be swimming in the creek. And so I ended up going in the ocean. And she basically did the same thing, where she wants to be nice. You know what I mean? And it's like, you feel guilt tripped because I'm not comfortable with these people. So I feel guilt tripped if I say no to her. So I'm like, okay, well, I want to go to the beach anyways. I wanted to go to the beach the entire like vacation. You know, also, hello, I see you. I see what you're saying. I do. I'm just having a moment right now. But I have I wanted to go to the beach for a while now. I like the ocean. I like the way it feels. I want to have fun this summer. I don't want to stay inside. I want to do stuff. I want to be a person. You know what I mean? Experience things. The thing is, this person sucks to be around sometimes. And sometimes it's a good day with them, and sometimes it's a bad day. It just depends. So, I wanted to get out of it, but I was also like, you know, the person I went to the baby shower with, you know, they'll be with me. They'll want to go with me, you know what I mean? That person actively told me not to go because I didn't want to go because I don't like this girl and it can be a good day or a bad day with her. But they told me not to go. It actively went against me going. And the reason why I wanted to go, or at least I wanted to go that day, or this day rather, that day, like it's a past event. I wanted to go this day because I'm like, okay, at least I'm gonna go do something I like with someone I don't like or I don't really fuck with like that, and somebody that I like, than just going to a party with people I don't know, having a panic attack because I knew that was gonna happen. It's not like I didn't know this was gonna happen. And talking to and conversing with people I don't know, and not necessarily I don't like, it's just I don't know. I'd rather do that and have something that relieves or alleviates all that stress than just go through that stress for no reason. Plus, I didn't eat anything that day. That day, again, I'm saying it as if it's a past event because this is what will happen. This is another thing that will happen because of my anxiety. I'll forget a lot. So most likely I'll wake up and none of this will ever happen because that's what I do. I don't know if that's just a trauma thing or something. I will genuinely forget stuff happened, or not remember things, or act, or even just like I wouldn't forget it, but I'll pretend as if I don't know how to explain it. Like it was a dream. Like that wasn't real. Like that didn't really happen. Like it's whatever. You know what I mean? And because of that, I feel like it's hard to explain. Like I feel exhausted. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I feel like exhausted. Like right now, I feel so tired. My head hurts on top of me not eating. My head hurts. I feel like shitty. And I feel like I'm losing my mind low key. And like I already know that when I wake up tomorrow, none of this will be a factor in life for me, if that makes sense. I don't even know what my point was, but with that being said, I thought maybe if I went to the beach or something like that, it wouldn't be such a shitty day. You know, I'll go to something with somebody that neither of us want to do, and I'll be more affected by it than they will, and it'll be whatever. But at least I'll get something positive out of it, if that makes sense. I don't even know what I'm doing. But what ended up happening is that, like, I don't want to make somebody else feel like they're having a shitty day, even if I know I will, if that makes sense. And my thought in life, and maybe I'm wrong and tell me if I'm wrong about this, is that as someone who's been with me for a very long time, if you're my friend, this is, I'm not crying. I'm not going to cry. This is why I don't have friends. This is why I don't like people. I say I don't like people so people understand what I mean. You would think, oh, this person, like, you're just doing a favor for a friend. This person probably helped. No. Because guess what? When I want to do, again, I told you, I've been wanting to go to the beach the entire time. When I want to go somewhere, I'm tired. I don't want to do it. That's the end of it. And they're actively go out of their way so they can't do it. So it's like, well, I got this, or it's like, I'm asking for one thing. I'm asking for you to go have fun with me, to spend time with me. I'm not asking for the world here. You would think they would reciprocate it. No. I don't feel like doing that today. But I'm a bad person if I don't do something that will actively harm me mentally. It's not fun having panic attacks. It's not fun having anxiety attacks. It's not a fun thing. It's not a thing that just goes away either. Maybe for me sometimes I forget, but you know what I mean. Like it's not something that will go away over time. My anxiety doesn't go away, and that's. Oh, I'm gonna talk. Listen, I'm making a video about a movie that triggered the absolute hell out of me, and that's why. Because in the movie, their depression, anxiety just goes away. That doesn't go away from me. Bitch is still here. Next day, still here. Next day delivery. No, it's still here. It's not. It doesn't go anywhere. It's gonna be here for the rest of my fucking life. So like, even if I know the person, like, it's not even like the person doesn't realize this. Okay? Let me tell you something about me right now. I have a problem giving people eye contact. Eye contact! I have a problem speaking to people. Like, genuinely. If someone's looking at me in the eyes, I'm not looking at you in the eyes. Especially if I first meet you, I will glance up at you to try to be... And that's a low-key, what's it called? A trauma thing. Because my teacher used to force me to look up at her every day. And so now it's like, I do it because I feel like it's respectful, but it literally makes me start crying, and then I'll be like trying to, like, hold back my tears. And it's like, I know I shouldn't be doing this. I know that genuinely freaks me out, but like, I'm gonna do it anyways because I feel like if I don't, it's rude. It's like, again, it's not these people's fault. I would just like the person I'm talking about. I don't care if he is or not, I eat my ass. Or any person that wants to be my friend or consider them my friends. I just think of, maybe it's just me, but I'm just like an eye for an eye. I'm gonna read you guys' comments in a second. Just let me vent for a second. You know, I believe in eye for eye. I do things for my friends that make me uncomfortable, or do things for my partners or whoever because it makes me uncomfortable. I do that even if it makes me uncomfortable because I assume that they do the same for me. I'm not asking people to jump off bridges. I'm not asking people to steal from me. I'm not asking people to give me $1 million. Okay, I'm broke too. Like, I'm not asking you for much. I'm asking for, can you spend time with me? Hey, you know, I'm feeling sad today. Would you mind, you know, this is why that one acquaintance is an acquaintance now. You know, when I am really feeling not so great because I'm in an abusive household and I'm actively being abused and neglected, I just want you to like come over in the middle, not even the middle of the night. Come over at a decent time in the afternoon, you know, because I come over in the middle of the night where I'm not supposed to, and I'll probably get in trouble for that because I'm your friend, because I love you, because you're my bitch. You know what I mean? You're my bitch. That's why I came over here. You know, if I have to take a Uber, and at the time wasn't even 18, when I had to take the bus to come see you, bitch. The least you could do is treat me with some kindness and see me in the middle of the afternoon at the park you know you're going to, at the place you know you go to every fucking day. That's all I'm asking. I'm not asking for much. Is that asking for much? Maybe that is. Maybe I'm the crazy one, and that's just not how friendships are built. I don't know. And again, if I voice something to you, I don't want you to sit here and try to fucking bullshit me until I say yes and then get mad that I'm sitting here overwhelmed. You know, or I'm not talking at this point. Like, don't try to apologize to me after the panic attack when you knew it was coming. Like, don't try to touch me. Don't try to talk to me after the panic attack. Like, fuck off. Like, it's just. I'm asking for decency back. And it's like, I just want people to spend time with me. I want people to be my friend. I want people to talk to me. I want people to feel like we're buddies, like we can do stuff together. I don't want to just sit at home and do nothing. And that's cool if that's sometimes, but all the time. I understand we were poor. Like back in the day, I was poor, right? I don't have money. We can't do things. We could go to the arcade. We could rent a hotel and just chill. We could talk. We could anything. Like I get wanting someone there just because like you know, maybe you're doing, I don't know, you're playing video games, you just want somebody behind you. I get that. But that's all the relationship is. Like, what's the point? What's the point? Like, if it's so bad that you can't even, you know, spend a day with me or spend time with me, why the fuck are you doing this? Why? And then you don't sit here and then mope and whine and bitch when I don't want to talk to you, and then it's a whole thing. It's like, I already have this thing about craving, not attention, but like human interaction, if that makes sense. Because I'm so closed off, because I have anxiety, because things freak me out, because it takes me literal years to get like used to somebody, to really look at somebody in the fucking eye, to really feel like we're friends, or I'm not awkward around you, or for me to really talk to you. Some people thought I was mute And then like they finally, like after some years, they finally got to know me, and they're like, she talks all the time. What are you talking about? Because I talk a lot when I know who you are. I just want like a friendship, like, and this is why I don't like being online that much. That's why I don't upload a lot, because I don't want to suck myself into like online friendships and be friends with everybody online and have, because that sounds sad and like, and not saying people aren't good people out here. It's just it would be nice to have someone I can actually go and hang out with, you know? And I can't usually do that online. And so I'm just like, okay, well, but then I come back to my personal life and I'm just sad and lonely, and I'm just sitting up every day waiting for the same person to talk to, and they don't care. And I'm not saying they don't care about me necessarily, but like, look, they don't, because you don't care. You care about what makes you feel good at the time, and you know that I'm gonna buckle anyways. And it's just like, I know I sound like I'm just a fucking good person. Like, listen, I'm the best person in the world, but that's not even it. I'm a bitch sometimes. I'm mean. I get it. I say sorry, and we have arguments, and that's fine. That's not the parts I'm talking about. If it was just, oh, we have an argument, that's fine. But when you know something is genuinely bothering me, and like, you know what I mean? Like, that's different from an argument. That's different from a disagreement. That's different from like us being like, fuck you, bitch. I'm sick of your shit. I can be like, bitch, I'm sorry. Like the next day if I need to, if I genuinely feel that way, or cut you out, whichever one. But like, how can I explain it? But like, that's not what it is. You know what I mean? If it was that, then I can understand, but that's not what it is. It's people taking advantage of the fact that I'm shitty at things I shouldn't be shitty at. I should talk more for myself. I should big up myself more. I shouldn't feel so insecure. I shouldn't do all these things. That is not what I thought it was. Oh God. Oh, and that's another thing. It's not even that it's Juneteenth, but it's Juneteenth, and I was surrounded by a bunch of white people I do not know. That could literally, that I not say they be living good, right? I got the Walmart brand stuff. I don't want to be that person. They're probably gonna throw it away in the trash. Like, they're bougie. like I already felt uncomfortable. I'm not saying that they're those type of people, but I don't know. I'm black. I don't fucking know. They could be. You know what I'm talking about. If you're black, you know what I'm talking about. They could be. You don't know anymore. At this point, it's a toss up. They're either racist or not. And they could be like low key. And like, I don't know. I feel insecure with my body. It was sunny that day. You know I'm a fucking hermit. I live in the darkness, alright? I'm the dark knight. Okay, I'm what goes bump in the night. I am in the darkness. So there's that. I didn't feel comfortable. It's not even the clothes I was wearing just made me feel lesser than. And again, it's not their fault. It's my fault. But that's why I didn't want to go. That's why I was like, I don't, like, do I really have to or whatnot? And I'm just like, I don't want to go. And they know this. It's not their first. It's not my first time going to anyone's house. Even when I willfully went to this person's grandparents' house, right, to help them do stuff. Even when I willfully went there, I willfully did that. I put myself in that situation. I was genuinely like, I want to try to connect with these people. That was a choice I made. I still was uncomfortable. Because it's not the point that it's a choice that I'm making. It's the point that I just have anxiety, period. And you know this. You know that whether it's a choice or not, whether it's like something that I want to do or whatever, I'm still gonna have anxiety about it. So especially if something I do not want to do with people I do not know, with, and they're giving gifts and nice things and stuff, and then like, you're feeling comfortable, like you're shouting across the yard because you feel comfortable, and you're touching stuff, you're touching their dog and all that stuff. Like, the dog kept, like, hanging around me. I low-key think the dog knew that, like, I wasn't feeling it. Like, I really was not here for it. But, like, you're doing that because you can do that. You can be like, yeah, that's ours. And I'm just like, I don't want to talk. I don't want that. Don't shut up. Don't say shit. I don't want to hear it. Like, I don't want them to know. I want it to be, like, anonymous. Like, I want an anonymous gift. You know what I mean? Oh. Yeah. Your character. That scared me, actually. I was like, oh, it's pink. Okay. Scary. No, but, like, genuinely, it's like, it's just uncomfortable. And then to top it all off and to make it like, it's fine, you're fine, you're fine. I know that you were just using it for reference, I get it, it's fine. No, it's fine. But what also made it back is everything I've been suppressing about this person, it came back. If that makes sense. So, like, for a prime example, we went to somebody's baby shower that neither of us wanted to go to, right? Why am I still with this person? I don't want to. I'm questioning it now at this point. I just wanted to give a gift to my grandma on Mother's Day. I'm dead ass serious right now. That boy didn't want to go. What? So I get to have to go to your cousin's baby shower. The person I do not know, and again, no show shade to her because she didn't do nothing. I don't know her. You didn't even want to go to that shit. I have to go because you feel. But all I want to do, and I didn't want to go and say hi to my grandma or anything like that. Not saying I don't love my grandma. I do. I love her very much. She's the only grandma I like. The other grandma's an old fucking bat and she can eat dirt and die. Like, at this point, she's at her deathbed. I don't care. She keeps wanting to have a relationship with me. I'm like, bitch, you crossed that, you burned that bridge when you were talking shit about my mom. You eat my ass at this point. She's the only grandma I like. I've known this grandma my entire life. We lived together. I love my grandma. She was the only one nice to me while I was being abused in the household before I went homeless. It was a whole thing. I just wanted to give her some gifts. I still have her gifts, by the way. It's by this nigga's house. I'm like, I just want to give my grandma her stuff. Because I love my grandma. Because she's been good to me. When almost no one did. I couldn't do that. I didn't have the money to do it at the time. I got her the gifts, and that was kind of it. I didn't have the money to do it, and then when I did, it was like, it was already past, and I didn't even know where she lived, and it was just like, I just wanted to go to where my grandma is, by your fucking house, which we went that way anyways. Hey, go give her stuff. What? Right? And I didn't say shit when that happened. I didn't say shit when a lot of stuff happened, and it's just, listen. And I do this to myself. And I know it. So don't even be like, well, you should have. I know I should. I know I should have. But I didn't. Because, like, you know what? I'm inconveniencing somebody else. I would never want to inconvenience or burden or make someone feel uncomfortable when they don't want to go there because he didn't want to say hi to my grandma or whatever, what might have happened. I'm like, you know what? Whatever. It's fine. I told my grandma, Happy Mother's Day. You know what I mean? I still gave her, the respect and love that she deserves. It's whatever. But then, like, that and a bunch of other stuff. Again, I've been wanting to go to the beach with this person because this person's really the only person I talk to like that. He didn't want to go. It's too far. It's, But if he wants, but well, they want to go see a movie. Yeah, no, we have to. Well, I want to go see it, so it's not like we have to. By the way, let me not say it like that. But I want to go with you. Not because I care about the damn movie. I don't give a fuck about that movie. I don't even know what the movie is. Even the reference of like a movie, I have no idea what we might have watched together where I wanted to watch it and he wanted to watch it. Like there was one thing with the Demon Slayer movie, but that was about it. But that's about, you know what I mean? Like, and I just want people to treat me the way I treat them. Am I asking for too much? And again, if I'm being a bitch, you know what I mean, or I'm being rude or whatever the case may be, okay, fine. You know, that is what it is. I need to shut my dumb mouth, you know what I mean, about the situation. But I'm not. I don't. I try not to. And if they tell me that I am, I'm not gonna brush them off. I'm gonna be like, oh, well, I'm sorry. I just was trying to, or I'm just angry about this thing. But to the point where I can't even do that, or I can't even say that, and it's just like, alright, well, and again, it's my fault because, you know, I'm a dumb bitch and I don't want to have confrontation and whatnot. But also, I don't want to sit here and have an argument with somebody that's adorable. That's adorable. It's an egg. So cute. He's so cute. He's so cute. Oh, but like, I don't want to have an argument or I don't want to start something, so I just like, I just want friends. Am I asking for too much? Is friends asking for too much? I forgot about that little chat there. Is asking for too much? And again, I don't want to make friends purely online because again, that sounds sad and desperate. Not no shade to people who do that, but like, I also want somebody that I can, even if it starts online, I want somebody I can physically talk to. You know what I mean? And like, you know, hang out with. Even if it's just like a, you come over sometimes, or I come to you, or whatever it is. But like, bruh, everybody sucks here. I hate living here. Everybody's toxic. I'm sure it's not everybody. I'm sure I've had my toxic ways about me, but it's just, it's why I just don't talk to people. I don't get close to people. And because I don't like open up immediately and shit, you know, people just tend to not, no one has time to sit here and nurture someone into comfortability to them. It's like, okay, well, this person will be comfortable with me, so why don't I just fuck with them type of thing. And it's just like, and it's the crippling anxiety is hard. It makes it hard for me to really connect with people and really open up to people. And so it's hard for people to really, I feel like it's hard for people to like me because they don't know me. I'll be a mute most of the time, you know? And so it's just, it's a lot. I don't know what I'm drawing here. I don't even know what this drawing is anymore. I want a sense of normalcy. And something that's the thing I've never really had was like a sense of normalcy. I've always felt weird or out of place. Even with like my friends who are weird. It never felt like I really, I want to say I have a place to belong, but like, I was never in my element. Even, no, yeah, I was never really in my element. Even the friends I used to have, it just felt like, I mean, they didn't really feel like at that point. They don't want to be around me, and even the ones that did, like, I guess I just wasn't enough because I didn't talk much, or I didn't do this, and it's just like, okay, well, I felt like the moments of friendship that we had, me talking to them as much as I did, me being there for them, me giving them stuff, and not saying that material gifts are all that, but me giving them stuff, me trying was enough, and then when it wasn't, it's hard. It's something that I have to work out, but also like you also just can't be a dick to me because I don't talk. You know what I mean? You can't be a dick to me because you know it's like, you're gonna get that way. Like that's still a dickish thing to do, and you're still an asshole. You know. But yeah, that was pretty much my whole day. Um, so I'm feeling depressed. Again, I gave my dad his Father's Day gift because tomorrow I'm just gonna be editing and drawing and not talking to anybody because I can't handle people right now. You know what I mean? And everything makes me uncomfortable, everything makes me sad, everything makes me want to just die in a pit, you know? And my phone's about to die, so that's great. I just don't feel good. I don't feel normal, I don't feel right, I feel sad and shitty, and I don't cry because I feel like I've cried enough. And it's like, who am I crying for? Those people aren't crying, they don't care. And so it's like a whole thing. Anyways, my pity party is not over, but I'm still talking about it. Or at least that's the situation. Excuse me. Let me read some of your comments really quickly. I gotta get up for it. Excuse me. You want people to go out of their way and vice versa, tell the other person that's what you want, tell them exactly what you're saying now, basically. I did! See, I did! I did tell them. But who are you? I did, Spider. I did tell them. But then it's like, I tell them, and it's like, well, yeah, but I really want you to go. Or it's, okay, well, yeah, I guess I can, you know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about, right? Like, I guess I could do that. I mean, I wanted you to go with me. And I'm like, okay, well, and at that point, I told him, like, yeah, no, I want to go. Or I don't want to go. But we went anyways. So it's like, okay. I don't drive, by the way. So, like, they were my ride. It's like, also, it's hard for me not to be forceful. I'm ghetto. It's just what it is. So I want to be like, I don't fucking want to go. Don't touch me. Because then, again, if I say that, or I say, like, I don't want to go, like, no, like, take me home, then I'm the bad guy, that I'm rude, why am I mad, and it's, bro, I just want to go home. I don't want to deal with this shit. Exactly. I don't want to impose. Also, I want that back. But even then, let's say I was like, no, I don't really want to go, or something like that. It's like, okay, well, I don't want to, it's like, I don't want to do whatever you want to do, or I don't want to spend time here. I don't want to do that. And I'm like, okay, but you can't, like, when I say that, then again, well, why don't you want to spend, or why don't you want to do, and I'm like, okay, so I just gotta do what you want. Is that what this is? Like, at this point. No, it's fine. If you're done drawing, that's cool. I'm having a breakdown, so it's fine. But like I can't. Everything sucks. Everybody draws better than me. It's like so. Even when it comes to my passions in life, I feel like everything's just fucking terrible. Again, I know part of it's my fault because I don't communicate, I guess, the way I should. I don't even know. Because none of that even works. Because people know that they can fucking bark me down because it's like, I'm Tiny Bean. I'm Tiny Bean. I don't want to be mean. I don't want to be rude. I'm not going to be aggressive. So if you're just like, well, you know, I don't want to do this or we did it, I'm like, okay, well, we don't have to do that. That's fine. You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, well, I don't feel comfortable doing this. Like, it's not even like I don't feel comfortable doing this. This is not a comfortable thing. Well, but yeah, you're being a fucking party pooper, and it's like, bro, I just don't feel comfortable right now. Like, stop. That's kind of always how I've been, I feel like, in life. Low key. It's a whole thing. I've been trying, I really do. I really be trying not to be desperate as fuck. Fucking am. No, I can't make that. That's pretty sure. Put that on YouTube, so I'm not gonna do that. I have to make something. I know I can't make. But yeah. I just really want friends, people who love and care about me, that will just give me a break, bro. You know? You know I have anxiety. You know I have problems. Just be a dick. That's the best way to say it. And again, I get it. I have problems to work out on my own, and I get that. But it's also like, I don't want to be alone. But I don't always want to have to be the one to do that. You know? I don't want to always have to be the one to be like, oh, I need to work on my problems and this, that, and the third. And I don't want to have to be constantly telling somebody, man, you should do this, or man, you should go to therapy. Like, I know how that feels. And I just don't. I don't know why I'm drawing over this. I'm sorry. I just don't want to be that person. Because it's not my it's not my right to tell you to go do this, especially when I'm, you know, fucking struggling over here. But also like, if you're feeling a certain way, I also can't help with everything. That's another thing. Then people be coming to me with their problems because they know that I'll not even that I'll listen. No, it really be like because I'll listen and I'll consider them and I care. But then like when I come to them about those same like different problems, but like same thing, it's like, oh, you know, I'm going through a lot too. I don't know why you're coming to me with this shit, or you know what I mean, like that type of attitude. And I'm just like, bro, I I'm going through something right now. You know what I mean, or whatever it might be, and it's almost like, you know, when people don't really care, they just want to feel like better about themselves, if that makes sense. So, for example, if I'm having a breakdown, right? Like, kind of like how I am, not really how I am right now, but how I was before, having a breakdown, and I need that person at that point because I'm like, I need you. Like, I'm not feeling good. Like, a bunch of stuff is just making me. I'm overwhelmed. Let's go with that. I'm overwhelmed. I how can I say this? If that's how I'm feeling, right? And I'm feeling like I want you to be there for me and be there with me. These people need to cut out will be there for me. In the sense of they'll show up and they'll wait until I'll stop crying. If I don't stop crying, or do what they say, or what they say doesn't make me feel better, then it's an attitude. Then I'm wrong for continuing to do this, or this is why I'm crying, and if I stop doing... And I'm not even joking. I mean, I'm upset, right? Because my life is falling apart, and I feel shitty, and that's what it is, and I'm crying about it, right? And I'm like, I don't want to fucking sleep. You know, I don't want to sleep my cry off. This is not a sleep off cry. This is like I'm having an emotional time right now cry. I want to talk to you. I want to maybe vent to you. I just want to be with this person. And it's like, no. I'm telling you what's going to make you feel better. And if it doesn't make you feel better, that's not me. I'm going to have an attitude about it. Well, I don't know what to do. And it's like, I just told you what to do. I need you here. Let me talk about it with you. Let me vent to you. Let me cry through that vent. I may not feel immediately better, but that's going to make me feel somewhat better at the time. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to see me stop crying, and I'm going to be perfectly fine, and we can just do whatever you want at that point. I'll just probably feel a little bit better, and I might suck up the tears a bit more. My tear ducts will get so red that it just will hurt to cry, and I'll stop, maybe. That's maybe what's going to happen. But it's almost like it's an inconvenience to them that I'm still upset and crying. Like, but again, same fucking people will be upset. I'm like, let's go get a hotel. Like, we can, wherever you are, let's remove you from that situation. Because you're telling me, not I'm thinking, you're telling me you don't want to be there. Let's remove yourself from the situation. Will this make you feel better? No? Okay, let's not do that. Well, this is going to make you feel better. Oh, you want me to just do this? Or you just want me to be with you? Or you want me to take a bus in the middle of the night to your house and stay over the night? Even though I probably will get in trouble. What do you mean? Of course I'll do that. Like, if you're genuinely hurting and this can't wait until tomorrow and that's what it is, I will find, as I'm not eating, I will find whatever change I need to come over there. Maybe it's anime and video games and being a weeb. Maybe that's what it is. I just thought that's what you should do. Like, obviously, if I can't get there, I can't get there. But if I can, I thought, oh, okay, well, obviously, I had to do everything in my power to make you feel better, best friend. Person I care about. Like, what do you mean? Like, why would I not do that? I don't understand. And, like, don't get me wrong. I come on here and I tell people stuff they probably should be doing. And I know full well, and I try to voice that also, that, like, I get it. You know, you can't just tell somebody, you know, I'm cutting you out. That's it. We're done. Because it's harder than that. But if you want a piece of advice on what to do this. And I say that because I've never had, and do not have currently, somebody that ever did that. There was never somebody that was like, this person is toxic. Let me help you. Let me be there for you. Like, you don't need this person that's hurting you because you got me. It's always been like, okay, well, I don't have anybody now. There is no one. Because they're all like that. At one point, I'm just like, okay, maybe it's just me. Because I'm the common denominator. It must be me. I'm like, and I tell other people what they did, and I'm like, they're like, no, it's not you. It really isn't. Like, you might have been a bitch here and there, but with the shit they're doing, it's not okay. I'm like, but also I need friends. Like, you know, I can't cut everybody out, but also, like, I need to cut everybody out. And maybe I just haven't met the right people. Maybe the people I was around are just shitty. Maybe it's me. Who knows at this point? Because, again, I've never had a person that's able to tell me that. And I realize it's because they start doing it too. Like, it's not even like a... What's I doing? What was I trying to say? God damn it. What was I even trying to say just now? They're the ones doing it as well. So they can't say, oh, you should cut people out that do that, because they know they do it. You know what I mean? So they're just like, well, I don't know, maybe you should have did what they asked you to do, and then you would be fine. And it's like, I know that's wrong. But also, like, I don't want to not have friends. I don't want to be alone. Being alone fucking sucks. Like, unless you know, don't understand that being isolated from everybody and cutting all the people out in your life, it fucking sucks. It fucking sucks. But I do it way too often. I don't have anybody else. And it sounds sad, but, like, it's the truth. You know, I love my mom and my dad and them, but they're adults. They're people and old. You know what I mean? They can't be with me all the time. I can't rely on them all the time. They're old. They're at work most of the time. So I'm just gonna be sitting alone in my room, depressed. And it's like, I don't want to feel that way. I don't want to be that. So you're just clinging to, like, this, I wouldn't say false sense of security, but, like, you're clinging to these people that you know are bad for you, but it's either them or nobody. And it's just, it's a shitty thing to feel and a shitty situation to be in. And I know I put myself in that situation again, but it's like, it feels like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, be alone, and that sounds like the answer, but I promise you it sucks. I promise you it's not. I promise you it's the worst thing you can do. I promise you want to jump off a bridge. I promise you will. But then again, isolation has been my best friend, so even though I say it sucks, I also would rather be alone. Even then, years of abuse, low-key, has shamed me into thinking that that's a bad thing anyways. Because I'm just like, okay, well, because of, you know, Johnny 2x4, you know what I mean, from this place, they always told me and made me feel bad forever being alone. You know what I mean? Well, why are you alone? Why aren't you talking to these people? You need to be this, you need to do this, you need to say this. And if you're doing this, then that sounds bad. But, like, it's the truth. Like, genuinely, I was shamed for being a loner. Like, well, why don't you talk to more people? It's because people suck. Because they would bully me. Because they would make fun of me. Because they weren't good people. Well, and you should be talking to them anyways. I'm like, okay, well, I like these people. Well, I don't like those people. So it's, oh. Most time, those people weren't good people either. And it's just like, so I can't be alone. Everybody around me sucks. What do I do now? That's kind of about the conundrum I'm in at this point. Sometimes you just want peace in your mind. If that makes sense. And so I think that's kind of where I am right now, is where I'm just like, I had a shitty day. I don't want to talk to people. I don't want interactions. I don't want to have to feel like I'm anything more than dead inside, you know? I just want to be alone. And it'd be nice to have people, but I don't want to hear a sorry. right now, because it's just not the first, it's not going to be the last, I'm sure. I want to hear sorry. I don't want to hear, well, it was this, that, and this. I don't want to hear any of that. Right now, I just want it to be, like, quiet. This is going to sound like I'm crazy. Don't. But, and I promise nothing bad is wrong with me that I know of at this point. Think of, like, static in your head. That's kind of how I feel. That's kind of why I'm drawing weird. Well, no, I always feel this way. I also feel like anxiety drawing with you guys. I'm like, you're so good in picture. Oh, okay, that's a bad heart. Picture's so good. Everything's so pretty. Everybody's so great. I'm trash. It's line art on fire. Like, you know what I mean? But also, like, I'm not really. I'm just kind of like drawing, and it's not really turning out like anything because it's just like I don't have anything in my head. There's no motivation for anything. It's kind of just like I should eat. Do I want to eat? Not really, but I should eat. I haven't eaten all day. I should do these things. I don't really want to. I am hungry. I should eat. I don't really feel like it. I feel like there's just an empty cycle in my life that's gonna keep happening. Because I'm gonna keep doing this, I'm gonna keep falling for this. And like I realize I'm also putting my life on hold for people, again, who wouldn't do the same for me because I don't expect anybody to do that for me. That don't care enough for me to ever do that. If that makes sense. Like I've been like to work for people. I've been early to work for people, if that makes sense. I quit my job so people wouldn't feel bad about themselves. I quit my job because people wouldn't feel bad about themselves. I haven't had a job even though I have several job opportunities because I didn't want to be that bitch. You know what I mean? To I don't know how to explain it without me sounding like a try hard, if that makes sense. I'm doing things for people that I know they're not gonna do for me. But I keep leaving out this hope that like I just want this person to not feel like I'm outdoing them or I'm trying to make sure that their mental health is good. So let me, not do that. I'm not saying that I'm like being broke poor or something like that. I'm not doing that much. Like it's not that serious. Because I have money and I have family that loves me decently. And you know what I mean? So it's not like I need this job. So let me not do this. So you feel like a like you feel like shit. Because I know you feel like shit comparing yourself to other people. Well, let's be on the same level. That sounds bad. I'm like pushing that I sound like I'm doing too much. Let me be on the same level because I don't need to have a job right now. It's not like I can't get a job. It's just I don't need it right now. So let's wait for you. Okay, well if you're feeling depressed, well let me let me basically just be with you until you feel better. You know what I mean? I don't want to I'm not dedicating my life to these people. Again, I still make money. Well, at the time I was making money through commission, so it's not like I needed like a regular job. But I'm like, okay, let me do commissions or something like that. I do commission under a different name. I don't do it anymore because like commissions suck. Not saying I won't do commissions. I can do anything for money right now. But time commission sucks. So I don't do it anymore. But at one point I was doing commissions for people, like little tiny things here and there under like a different name. It wasn't under the name I have now. Like I wasn't Luna. I was somebody else. It was like Big Cock 99. I don't know. You know what I mean? But I would do commissions and then just do that for money. So I would get money here and there. I'd help that person out with this. I've been trying to move out for many of time, and the reason I didn't move out because I'm like, I don't want to make this person feel like I'm going somewhere and they're not, because it's not like they can't get that where they're just in the same spot I was. So I relate to them. So I don't want to make them feel. That sounds stupid as hell when I'm starting to talk about it. I sound dumb. I realize how dumb I sound as I'm talking. But I just didn't want to make that person feel as if they needed to be something that they didn't need to be. You don't need to have a job. You don't need to do all this. If what you're doing right now is working on your mental well being, work on that. You know what I mean? Hell, if you ask me for money or something like that, I would help you. It's reasonable. It's not like you're not going to work because it's just shitty. It's like you're mentally tormented, and I get that because my work sucked, and I would literally have panic attacks and anxiety attacks all the time. So if you were working a job and you're not working a job now because you're having a problem, we can work on that together. I'll be there to support you. Like, that's cool, but then like don't take that out on me when something's happening. I don't know how to explain without like getting into somebody's business, if that makes sense. Because I'm just saying here like I sound stupid as hell. Because I realized all this on the car ride home, and I'm like, this is stupid. Why am I doing this? Who are you? And I'm just like, this is dumb. And I thought I was a better person in the sense of like I thought I wasn't this stupid anymore, but I'm like, no, because you want a human affection, and you want people to like you, and you want people around you, and because it's so hard for you to make those connections and do those types of things without having panic attacks or anxiety attacks, you're trying to cling on to this person like they're your last chance at survival, like they're the last meals of food on like a desert island, and you're feeling in some type of way, and that's really what it is. And you need to stop fucking putting your life on hold for some person who would never, not even again, never do the same, because I don't want them to do that. It's not that, but like they they won't even be decent. So why are you doing that? I'm like, okay. So with that being said, I made like not a decision, but I was like, okay, well, so now I'm just like I told my mom like I'm gonna start saving again. I'm gonna move out. I'm gonna move out, and I'm gonna move out where I want to move out. That person can move out on their own if they want to. Because you're leaning on me for me to be that secondary income, or me to do this, that, and like, no. How about not? How about I go move out myself? I could have been done that. I could have been moved out on my own. Been. But I'm sitting here dealing with your ass and a bunch of other people I need to cut out of my fucking life, which is why I need to move out. Because I don't want to be alone, and it sucks to be alone. You know what? It's what it is. It's gonna suck. I'm gonna be alone. I'm probably gonna be mentally shut down. But you know what? It is what it is. Because this isn't working. Being alone is gonna, again, it's gonna mentally torment me. But this isn't any better at this point. And so, again, it's like, I told my mom, like, here's, I'm gonna send you some money. You're gonna save this money for me. I'm gonna move out. You're never gonna see me again. And even though I'm gonna be, again, having a panic attack in my new place because I'm gonna be alone, and I don't like being alone in a place I don't know, it's gonna freak me out. I'd rather do that than be with people who genuinely just don't care about me. I just rather. I just rather. Like, at this point, I just don't care. And it sucks I have to do that. But also, it is what it is. The person really has the audacity to be trying to call me, make me try to feel some type of way about how I look and shit like that. Boy's breath smell like booty hole. Like I can't. I can't. So I'm always gonna shit on my art. It's just what it is. I'm just talking about how I'm fucking desperate for people's attention and validation from people. That's a lot. That's a lie. I'm not really desperate for that validation because I just like it is what it is. I'm homeless. Like if you don't care that I'm looking homeless, then it is what it is. If you do care, you can fuck off. Like it is. It is what it is at this point. But I just want, again, people in my life who care about. It's very hard for me to find that. It's very hard for me to find that. And I'm just over it. And again, I can say all of this, and tomorrow, my mind will wipe it from my existence. So that never happened. Like today never happened. And, it is what it is. I mean, if it does, then that's great, kind of. If it doesn't, then I'll just cry. That'll kind of be it. Listen to Sundown by Lil Nas X, and I'll start crying. That's what happens. When I was younger, being alone didn't bother me that much. I almost felt comfort in it. I thought, well, even if I'm alone, I won't always be that way. And then it just, I feel like when you're older, it just gets to the point where it's like, I've been saying that for years. Is that really true? It's looking like it's looking like that's gonna be that way forever. Again, it's not. Again, it's not even like if you have anxiety or you have similar problems to mine. You know what I'm talking about. It's not as if you want it. It's not like I want to be alone. It's not like I want to be cutting people out like they're fucking ribbons. Like I don't want that. But like, that's just kind of what it is. And sometimes that's just kind of what it be. You know what I mean? Anyways, this was nice. Thank you for letting me vent and ramble. I'm actually gonna do what I said I was gonna do, which is move all my live streams to my other channel. I'm gonna leave this one up for the time being, but literally tonight I'm editing the live streams down for like the dead noise and things like that will be out of it. Probably just the dead noise, to be honest with you. I'm gonna upload it to my second channel. That's what I'm gonna be doing all fucking night. And I think I'm gonna try to make decent content. I promise I'll be more consistent. Unless it's a big drama that lasts a bunch of days, like the fucking creep show art shit. I promise I'll make decent content at a regular pace. It's just, there will be moments like this where I feel shitty, and usually I wouldn't say shit about this. I'd keep it to myself and just sleep for 12 days and pretend as if nothing else exists. But I thought talking about it would get my feelings out. I wouldn't be crying. I wouldn't feel sad, or at least I won't feel sad at the moment. I'll just feel tired. Also, maybe it's just me, but one of the ways like I know I'm having an anxiety attack is that like after I'm done or after I leave the place that caused me anxiety in the first place, my teeth will hurt because I'll be grinding, not grinding on my teeth, but like I'll be like clenching my teeth without even me really realizing it. And then when I'm done, I'm like, God, my whole mouth, my jaw hurts. I feel more tired. My teeth hurt because I've been like just clamping down on them the entire time. Like I just feel exhausted even though I was there for like 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Or it feels like it's been like 2 hours when it's really been like maybe an hour and a half. Maybe less. Not even an hour and a half, probably like 30 minutes. It's a whole thing. Anyways, I'm gonna go. Thank you for drawing with me. Your arts are beautiful, and I will save them. I should do that right now, actually. I'm gonna save it and upload it to Discord. Second. Here. Okay. But I'm gonna go. And this was nice, and thank you for letting me vent. I was gonna come back today actually with a different type of live stream. Like we were just gonna talk about the updates to the Creepshow art situation, and I was just gonna have you guys draw with me and be better in a person. But that didn't happen because I'm having a mental breakdown. I do have a bunch of I have a bunch of content coming out, but it's more of like random rants. Or I label them quick questions because it's just like me asking a quick question and then rambling about it and stuff like that. And so I might revisit something that I watched before and I did not finish watching it. I didn't. I didn't finish watching it. I'm gonna finish watching it. And it's gonna be great. And I'm probably gonna do the rest of the review on that because I was supposed to do that so long ago and I did not end up doing it. And so I'm going to have more content coming out. I promise. I promise more content will come out. I promise. I just have been trying not to have doo-doo trash content. But it's all coming that way, so there's more trash on the way, you know. Anyways, I don't know who that character is. I know you guys know who that is. I do not know who that character is. I feel like I should know who it is, but I don't. I know her name's Donna. I just don't know who she is right now. I probably should look her up though. She seems interesting. Anyway, I should go. I'm sorry. I'm just, I don't know. I low-key don't want to, because I know I'm just gonna spiral, but it's fine. No, I'm fine. No, everything's fine. Actually, everything's cool. Like, I'm good. I really am. If everything wasn't fine, I would tell you, but I'll be fine. Anyways, I'll see ya. Bye-bye.